Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Monday, the 26th of February. With McShane, we're working our way through Paul's first letter to the Corinthians, and today we read chapter 13, probably one of the best known passages because it is so often used at weddings where Paul talks about love, and love is patient and kind and not jealous and keeps no record of wrongs. And it's applied to a couple at a wedding, which is true. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody long term, your love has to be that kind of self-giving, accommodating, generous love that we see from God. But that's not what Paul's getting at here. He's saying, yes, love is like that, but love is more. And he goes on to say, no matter what I do, no matter how good I am, if I'm serving God without love, it's pointless. And he says, ultimately, in verse 8, love never fails. Where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. And he says, all those other good things of tongues and knowledge and prophecies, they're for here and now. They don't carry over into eternity, but love does. And he's encouraging us to look beyond where we are now. And he repeats that. He says, For now we see only a reflection, as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And we need to remember, in Paul's day, a mirror was a piece of metal that had been polished. And when you looked at yourself in the mirror and then you looked at another person, you realized the image in the mirror was a very compromised image. We've got much better mirrors today, so it's not quite the same. It's almost like if you look at yourself in the well-polished hubcaps of a car, you get that impression. And he says, we see something of ourselves, but we don't see ourselves completely. When we step into eternity, we will see ourselves properly. And at the moment, we know ourselves vaguely. We don't see ourselves and know ourselves as God does. When we step into eternity, all of those things will come into focus. And he's really encouraging us to live and love and serve God with eternity in mind. And for us as Christians, that's an ongoing challenge, to recognize everything we've got around us and everything we do is good and needs to be done, and we need to love and we need to prophesy and we need to do all of those things Paul calls us to do. But that's for here and now. But we need above and in all of that and through all of that to ask God to fill us with his love, because as Scripture says, God is love. And it's the love of God that goes beyond the grave into his eternal presence, where everything will come into focus and we will realize what the point of our existence is. So be encouraged that we have that wonderful truth and insight and blessing to look forward to. Be blessed.